Are you telling me 67% of you guys aren't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button now. Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to another video. Today we are previewing Coventry City's away game at Preston North End. Now, I predicted a 1-0 defeat for this one. I was very close to predicting another 0-0 draw, and I'll tell you why. Just before we get into this video guys, let's see what Sophie has to say about this game. Sophie, it's Preston away on Tuesday. Last game of 2020, what do we think?
I think our stats against them aren't the best already, and I'm not very optimistic with this one. I think I'd take a draw. I'd like a 1-1. I can see them beating us maybe 1-0.
1-0 Preston?
Yeah, I'll go 1-0 again.
Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, see you in a bit.
Bye.
Thanks, Sophie. Just a last word on Coventry City's last game, the Boxing Day clash against Stoke City. It wasn't a great watch. It was pretty boring. It finished 0-0. That was not a great game, but I'm pleased with a point against a decent team.
Yeah, overall I'm happy with a point. Only disappointing thing, we really did not like scoring.
Robins did settle for the 0-0 draw. Most fans are pretty content with that. I'm fairly happy. Some fans are a bit frustrated that we didn't attack. But at the moment, with Tyler Walker injured, Matty Godden not quite back to full fitness, draws aren't a terrible thing, seeing as we're restricted for our firepower going forwards. But yeah, looking ahead to this Preston game, I've predicted a 1-0 loss in my predictions video. I was very close to predicting a 0-0 draw. I think it seems to be the way Robins is operating at the moment. We've drawn our last 3 home games 0-0 now. Our away game to Sheffield Wednesday was a very similar kind of game as well, except they nicked it. And I think against Preston it will be quite a tight game. I don't think it's going to be a goal fest. None of our games look like being goal fests at the moment. Preston, I mean, if we look at their results coming into this, their last result was that 1-0 win against Derby at the weekend. They scored in the 96th minute to win that one. That's crazy. Before that, they beat Bristol City 1-0 at home. They lost to Barnsley 2-1 away, lost to Luton 3-0 away, and then the 2 games before that was a 3-0 win against Middlesbrough at home and a 2-2 draw to Wycombe at home. So they're doing quite well at home at the moment, and I think Coventry City have got a really horrendous record at Deepdale. It'll be the first time we've played Preston in 5 years since the 14-15 season. They got promoted that season. They did the double over us that season. They beat us 2-0 at the Ricoh Arena, and then they beat us 1-0 at their place. I think Kevin Davies scored that goal. And yeah, Coventry do have a really bad record at Preston North End, so we'll be hoping to go there and break the records. But I just don't think it's going to be easy. Preston are very experienced in this division now. 5 years in the Championship they've been in here now. And although they're probably not doing as well as I thought they would have done this season, they're still mid-table. They still pose a threat to us. They're very solid. Personally, like I said, I just don't see us scoring against Preston. I'll definitely take a draw. I think most Cov fans would. Away from home, you would take a draw in this division in most games. I just think Preston might be able to break through us. I think we are looking solid at the moment though. The best thing out of the last 5 performances has been our defence and our goalkeeper Ben Wilson. Lots of credit has got to go to that guy, because right now we do look really solid. We don't look like conceding 2 or 3 in any games. If Preston score, they'll probably only score 1, but that's my worry that we're going to lose this 1-0. I think going forwards we're looking a little bit, we're lacking, aren't we, in firepower. Matty Godden came back, which was good to see since his injury, but he didn't have a great game. He is getting back to fitness though, you can't blame him for that. Biamu and Bakayoko, they seem to be coming on in a few games, but not making massive impacts. Biamu has scored a couple this season. Bakayoko's still yet to score. Callum O'Hare, he's been okay so far this season, but probably not having as big of an impact this season as he did last, but you can understand it's the Championship. I said Jamie Allen had a decent game in the last one. It'd be nice to see him get a goal soon, because you know he's playing fairly well. I think personally, if Coventry were to score, the player I'd be backing to score that goal at the moment would be Gustavo Hamer. I think Hamer's playing really well at the moment. He just does everything so well. He's so crucial. And, you know, when we missed him against Sheffield Wednesday, you could tell there was a gap missing in the middle. Obviously Liam Kelly's injured for a while, so we don't have him in the middle, but I still think if you've got Gustavo Hamer or Liam Kelly, as long as you've got one of them, you should be okay. Robins did come out and tell us that Tyler Walker is injured for I think 6 to 8 weeks. I'm not 100% sure, but that is really bad, considering, you know, like at the moment we're struggling for that firepower, so you want fit strikers. Godden's only just come back, and with Walker injured now, it doesn't bode well. But the important thing at the weekend was the other teams at the bottom didn't seem to pick up many results. Coventry have now moved 7 points clear. Rotherham United do have 2 games in hand. They've missed them because of COVID, obviously. Derby County lost very late on. Wycombe lost late on against Bristol City. Sheffield Wednesday picked up a draw against Blackburn, but they could have won that. I think they were winning that game. Nottingham Forest drew, and I think QPR lost 2-0 against Swansea. So it was a really good weekend of results for us. I think if Coventry draw games and the other results are going our way, you can't really complain. But I think the worry is that there will come a time where some of the teams at the bottom will put a run together, and if Coventry aren't winning games, we're going to get pulled back into it. But with 7 points clear, every Coventry fan would have snapped your hand off for that 10 weeks ago. You know, we've only lost 1 in 10 games. How brilliant is that? That one game obviously being the Sheffield Wednesday game, and we were missing Kelly, we were missing Hamer, so, you know, I'm just going to kind of forget about that Sheffield Wednesday game. But after this Preston game, we've got Millwall away. That's not going to be an easy one. I mean, that'll be their first game back after missing a couple of games due to COVID, so they're going to have fresh legs. And then after that, we've got Norwich in the FA Cup, which will be interesting. And after that, I think we've got Sheffield Wednesday at home. That's going to be crucial. I mean, if we lose to Sheffield Wednesday again, then that's a terrible thing to happen, because you're gifting other teams near the bottom points. But going back to this Preston game, I would take a draw. I think most Coventry fans would. They're quite good though, aren't they, Preston? They're just a solid team. I think Derby were trying to grind out a 0-0 with them at the weekend, and, you know, Preston nicked it in the 96th minute. So you don't want something like this to happen in this game. I mean, it's interesting. Coventry City might shake it up. It would be interesting if Robins changed the formation and the philosophy a bit, but I don't think he will at the moment, because we've only lost 1 in 10. I think away from home as well, we are setting up more defensive, because, you know, it's difficult to go to an away ground and try and boss the game and attack the game. Let me know, fans, down in the comments what you think of this one. It's a hard one to predict. I suppose 0-0 would be the common prediction, or 1-0 either way. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be full of goals, but now I've said that, watch it be a 3-3. But I'm sure it won't be. Let's hope for a good result here, guys. Let's see if we can make it 1 defeat in just 11 games. That would just be fantastic. I'm praying that we can get a draw here, but if we can win this one, that would just be fantastic. Let me know, fans, down in the comments then what you think of this game, and we will see you in the next video, guys, for a live reaction against Preston. Peace out.